With International MGTOW Day having recently happened, I wanted to highlight some good news that has happened recently that showcases how significant our achievements are and how we managed to change the culture in such a way where being single is seen as socially acceptable and as a new default. The new standard. Let's begin. So what the Daily Loud is reporting on and tweeting about is that 45% of men aged 18 to 25 have never asked out a woman in person. This is good news, and these numbers are great, though it can be improved. And if it can be improved, it should be improved. In MGTOW, I thought we would be able to reach the post-marriage, post-relationship, and if I were to add, post-dating age in society. We were making real progress in that direction. I believed most men would be single or we would be close to that. However, I and many others believed that it would take a long time. Close to around 30 to 40 years to be precise, due to how much simping is ingrained in the average man. This has been proven wrong as it appears, and the post-marriage and post-relationship age is coming faster than we had expected and anticipated. The reason this is good, and the reason these numbers are good, is because it showcases that simping, or acts related to it, are happening less frequently, and because it shows that the ideas of marriage, relationships, and dating is starting to be rejected by young men. These ideas do not resonate with us, and we know that being single is better. This is something that we MGTOWs have been talking about for years, if not longer, and now we are seeing results. We are seeing men who are not MGTOW understand what we are talking about, and understanding why we were right when we said being single is better. The future is going to be MGTOW, or at the very least going to belong to single men. Now, as for my prediction, I believe this trend is going to continue, and I'm going to say something now. I hope it continues, and I hope I get to one day read the news saying 80% of men aged 18 to 25 have never asked out a woman in person or online. That would be a great thing, and would mean that everything we have done in MGTOW was worth it. But now, on to my reason for why I predict the trend will continue. Nothing has materially changed. The Me Too movement, despite fizzling out, is still technically here, and the consequences of that movement in regards to us never being safe from any woman that is a bad actor or a potential false accuser is still here. To add to that, the horrible way no-fault divorce has been implemented, and the wealth transfer that happens as a result in the form of alimony or child support is still here, which brings me to my point. In conditions like these, where you can stand to lose your reputation, or half of your assets if not more, and be forced to pay alimony on top of that, why would any man, with even the tiniest amount of basic logic and intelligence, want to date, be in a relationship, or marry a woman? Why would any man subject himself to such a fate? That's why MGTOW exists. MGTOW exists because men have decided it is better to be single than to risk pitfalls like these. The point of going MGTOW was to avoid such a fate, and what we're seeing now is that the average man has to some extent realized and accepted what we are saying. This is why we see the amount of single men in society growing. It's not bullshit such as standards women set on dating apps, or more men being rejected by women, or anything other people invent, but it's men actually being smart and connecting the dots and figuring out how the system works. To end this off, this is simply the best news that we could have hoped for in this year's International MGTOW Day, even if it didn't arrive exactly on International MGTOW Day. I believe that more of this will be seen as time goes by, and I believe that we should be happy and celebrate it when we see this news come out, simply because it's proof that more and more men are listening and making the better choice. This is confirmation that we MGTOWs have succeeded, and that being single as a man is now the new normal. And to be honest, it should be considered a new normal since we are entering the new world, with the old one having passed away and with old social norms losing relevance. The conclusion here is that MGTOW is winning, and so long as it's winning, things are great. With that being said, this has been Igor MGTOW and Video Games. Like and subscribe and click the bell notifications on YouTube if you enjoyed the video, and follow me on odyssey.com, MGTOW.tv and Twitter. Also join my Guilded server, and bye bye. Thanks for watching.